Well, hello and welcome. Well, this is what you get when you get a Sanyo Pedal Juice. You can see it's on charge. I had to buy an adapter for the UK, but don't worry about that too much. They threaten siege. And the rest of it, well, if you live in America, it just plugs in. It's great. This one's still on a little bit of charge. You can see that light's sort of flashing on and off. In fact, it's near enough stopped. It's just stopped as we speak. Fancy that. That means it's fully charged and ready to rock and roll. So, okay, it's 1:40 in the afternoon here. You can see the pedal juice on the end there. Powered and running on green. So we'll see how long that operates for. All these pedals, they're just random pedals I picked up out of the studio. Let's kick that one on too. Let's get a bit more power. You can see that they're all turned on. Off it goes over to the amp. And I suspect they'll run for hours on end. Okay, these are the two connectors you get with the Power Juice. Just enough for driving a couple of pedals really. What I did was to use a different set than these. One that sort of chains everything together for the test. Now you can use those. I'm sure that Sanyo will make their own. They're all pretty much the same. It's just a cable. There you have it. When you get this cable too, what this one's for, this is basically reverses the polarity from positive outside to positive inside. Nice, if you like that sort of thing. You might need it, who knows. Okay, I did add another little pedal just after we'd got it going. There it is, that uses a bit of current. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pedals, all flat out, all rocking and rolling, and timer's still ticking on, and we're still on green. Nice. Hey, well, hi guys, how you doing? Tony, and he's got the cat hat on today, as I always do. Actually, I don't always do. Sometimes I don't, but today I've got the cat hat. I want to talk about this thing, Pedal Juice. You've probably never heard of it, neither had I really. It comes from Sanyo, so that way. And think about the pedal juice. What it does, it allows you to get rid of all them little things like these. You've seen them before. Yeah, cost the earth, throw them away. Don't need them. What it does, lets you get rid of all them. You've got a little white box, which you'll see in this video, and that'll give you up to basically 50 hours of use. And you can just turn the pedals on and off just like that, just at the press of a button. As it starts to run down, you'll go from a sort of green light to a yellow light. You've got 60% left, and then go to a red light at 30% left. So even at 30%, you've got probably a long time to run. Like I said, it will go for up to 50 hours. I've got a test going here right now, which you're going to see basically on the video, and it could be dark by the time it's finished. Who knows? Nice little packet that they come in with as well. Nice. Anyway, you'll get rid of all the ground loops, you know, all that problem with the hums and the hisses and the pops and the, you know, all that spurious noise coming through the mains. You know what it's like when you get out some of those places. Awful. But that's what it's going to do primarily. You're left with this fantastic sound. It's just as if you were running the pedals literally off battery all the time. Well, in a funny way you are. You get two 9-volt DC outputs, and you can flip that to 9 positive on the outside or 9 negative on the outside. They give you a little cable and they give you a couple of little jumpers so you can connect two pedals. I've used a jumper that will let me connect up to about 8, and it seems to work fine, just even from one outlet. No problem at all. You've got a single on-off button. Just press the button, everything's off. Press the button again, everything's on. It's great. Your 3-stage LEDs, they were quite nice. Like I said, you can see across the stage. You can see what's going on, when they're going to run out, if they're going to run out, and all that sort of thing. And if you happen to have a spare one of these units, man, you could play for days. I suspect anyway. Another thing, it's you know how it gets when you get the beer. It's water and shock resistant. So if you spill a bit of beer down it, and it's not waterproof, you couldn't drop it into the beer, like you might. No, it doesn't do that. But you know, if you give it a bit of a splash, away you go. It will still continue to work, and that's a great feature. You know, and it's a sort of they don't just say that. That's actually The unit's made to a standard that confirms that, so it's pretty cool. You can recharge it probably hundreds of times. Hundreds and hundreds of times. And I know Sanyo, they can do replacement batteries and all that sort of stuff if you get a problem. So you can send it back under warranty, which is 1 year, or out of warranty, and they'll change the batteries for you. But the lithium-ion batteries, they last, just like those in your cell phone, they last absolutely for ages. So I suspect they're probably going to outlast you. Well, they'll outlast me, look at me. Last thing, you can charge this thing up in a maximum, they say, of about 3.5 hours. Now, when I got mine out of the box, it didn't take 3.5 hours because they're already pretty much, charged up. I think I did mine in about 2 hours, something like that, 2.5 hours, something like that. I didn't keep a real tag on it, but it didn't take long to charge up, I can tell you that. And it just sits there and runs. So watch the rest of the video, see what you think. I mean, I could talk about the product all day, some of the other things you get just before we go. A little charger, all comes in there. It's got an American plug, but don't worry about that. Just get yourself one of them converters if you're in Europe or Australia or anywhere else except the USA, I guess. And it works first go. And that's the little charger. It's a nice switch mode power supply. Works fine. There's your leads. A very nice little manual in here if you can be bothered to bother with that. How hard does it get? You plug it in. It works. Simple. Rock and roll. Okay, so what you're listening to now is the everything in there. The amp's not particularly high. It's on full power, which is 100 watts, but the master and the gain turned back. And if you listen carefully, you'll just about hear that. This is the sound without the pedals. In either case, you'll notice maybe a very, very tiny bit of difference, but I don't think so. Okay, there was an update. There's the time. Still on green. Don't forget I added that extra pedal about 5 minutes after we started. Still going strong. It's looking good, and I suspect it's probably going to go for a lot longer. And that's a lot of pedals to have just thrown in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pedals, and they're upmarket pedals. A lot of digital stuff in there as well. You've got this one, and this one, and this one are digital. I think the other two are analog, maybe. Don't argue with me. They're analog. And we shall see. I shall come back for another time check soon. Okay, it's now 10 to 4. That's means this little ditty down here has been running for 2 hours. It's been running 2 hours, actually flat out. You can see we're still on green, which is a bit of an awesome thing, really. Okay, well, what have we got? What we've actually got is now switched to, we'll call it orange. It's only in green, and it's all still going. So we'll wait for the last colour. Let's see what happens. And what time. Who knows? I could be here all night. Hey guys, I'm still here. Still waiting for this thing to go to red. It's 7:15 at night. And that's since around about 1:45. So that's 5 hours. And it's actually still only on orange. So even when it hits the red, you've still got another 30% to go in power. That's awesome if you think about it. Just one tiny little battery in that box that you don't have to take out. You just plug in, charge up, and away you go for another, well, I guess probably 10 or 12 hours with 5 or 6 pedals. Probably longer. I'm just getting too bothered to. I'm not going to be around here that long. So there you have it. And there it is, still rocking and rolling. Not all I can say really. Just think, all them pedals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pedals, and a lot of digital ones in there, so they suck all the power out, and it's still going. It's just absolutely amazing. Never seen anything like it. Okay, that's current time. And there it is. It's just turned red. With all that power going from it. So that's basically, well, that's up to now, that's 5 hours. And there's still, bear in mind, with the red lamp, there's still 30% of power left in that product. 30%. Well, we've done 5 hours up to now. So I suspect it's going to run for about, probably about 8 hours on that one setup. Just think of that, 8 hours. Imagine one battery charge and you can just charge it overnight and you'll be away again. If you had a spare one, well, there you go.